Alright, hello everybody and welcome to a new series I'm going to be doing on Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. Now, I intended to do 2 videos of this every week during my time playing Horizon Forbidden West. That did not happen because I got way too absorbed into that game. And, yeah, that was the first 3 weeks. What's been happening the last 3 weeks? Basically, I got a horrible sinus infection, so I wasn't able to record anything because my voice was just shot. And then I got an ear infection, so I couldn't hear the audio. I'm not even joking, back-to-back sinus and ear infection. It's insane. However, this is all good enough now to where I can go ahead and do this game finally. This is one of my favorite little horror games. It's an amazing little horror game. I absolutely love it. I'm going to go ahead and just get started. So, we're going to do a new game. The first mode is The Mansion, a renovated version of the original Jumpscare Mansion. So, this game originally came out in 2014. It was made in the, I believe it was the Game Maker engine. It was like kind of like this faux 3D sort of thing because it was really actually 2D. It was just made to look kind of 3D-ish. It was really nice at the time, but they did move over to Unity, as you can see in the lower right-hand corner, made with Unity, which made the game truly 3D. Allowed them to go ahead and add in more rooms, allowed them to go ahead and make monsters a little more realistic looking and more scary, and so it was really nice. Really big update, and I definitely recommend playing that version versus the original anymore, just because it does add more room variety, which is a big deal in this game, because this is sort of a randomly generated game where basically you're going through a mansion. Your goal is to get through 1,000 rooms, and there is a certain random generation factor as to like what rooms pop up next, and so the more rooms that can be added in, the more variety, the less stale it tends to get. That being said, this game is full of enough stuff to keep you interested. So I'm going to try and show off as much as I can of all the little things that this game has to offer. There's so much, actually. There is endless mode that you can go ahead and do next, where basically you're just trying to get through as many rooms as you can. There are some new monsters in that mode, which I'll be happy to show off. I'm not the type to really run for world records though, so don't expect that. The first proper DLC for the game though is Karamari Hospital. This came out in 2017. If I recall correctly, it was 2017. No, maybe it was 2016. I really don't remember, but this kind of ditched the random generation thing for a more set map, which upped the creep factor a lot, actually, because they were really able to invest a lot more into the map they had. And they also were able to expand a lot more on the actual story going on. So this is where you start getting a lot more meat on the bones of the actual story. And then in 2020, they released The Dollhouse, which is where the conclusion of the story is, and wow, it is really good. So we're going to go through this whole thing as much as I can. So let's go ahead and just start with The Mansion. Alright, here we are. So as you can see, it's kind of this little kind of almost 2D-ish sort of artwork.
Hello, I am Spooky. And this is my home. Can you, humble player, make it through 1,000 rooms? Can you find what lies at the end? Or is there even an end? I don't really know. Anyway, just go.
All right. So yeah, this game is very tongue-in-cheek as to how it approaches things, but it's more sinister than it appears on the surface. We'll get there soon enough. I've not played the PlayStation version before, so I'm curious. What is my sprint button? So right trigger is my stamina. Okay. That's really about all I need right now. There's really not a lot to it. But yeah, like this kind of stuff was not possible in the original game. So like this entryway, if I recall correctly, it was just 2 doors on either side of a wall basically. Now there's stairs that go to these 2 rooms. We'll just go ahead and go in this one. A to open. Room 1. And this is the game. Now, it doesn't matter what rooms you go into. Locked. This is open. It doesn't really matter what rooms you go into. You just gotta get to an open door. So that's kind of what's like left over from the Game Maker days, because they just use a lot of the same assets, which gives it a similar feel. But it kind of keeps some of that tongue-in-cheek atmosphere, the fact that everything else is 3D, and yet this is somehow still 2D. Oh, there it is. Yet somehow this is still 2D. We'll kind of speed it up a little bit because we do want to get through somewhat fast. Now, as the name implies, there are jump scares in this game. Ooh, a note. At first, this place just seemed cute, but I've been here for days now. I'm feeling quite parched now, and I keep getting this feeling like I am being watched by something. This is not romantic at all. Yep, I don't know why you would think this is romantic. This is not romantic. Now, there are jump scares in this game. We'll be seeing some of those here soon enough, I'm sure. But there are some genuine horrors in this game as well that are not so focused on the jump scares, which is great. Yeah, like in the original game, there were not any of these beds or anything like that. No 3D assets like this. Can you go up the ladder? I didn't think you could. I don't know why you would be able to. It doesn't really go anywhere. So we'll just kind of do this, kind of keep things moving. Because there are 1,000 rooms to get through. We're only on room 13. I'm going to try and keep my eye out for the notes, though. They're somewhat important-ish. Not really, but I mean, you can totally skip the notes, but it does add some nice flavor and kind of give some background lore to the mansion and everything like that. What I really like in this game, though, is the audio design. They did a really good job with the audio. And there's the first jump scare. Hello, little buddy. You're so cute and adorable. Oh, yeah, so this is technically the first of what's called specimens in the game. So specimen 1 is just the cardboard cutouts that occasionally just pop out, and they're oftentimes very adorable and very cute, and that makes you kind of love them, and then you grow to hate them later because they just keep doing this over and over, and you get scared by a little jelly guy like that. Okay. Torn tapestry over there. That deep, like, pulsing bass. That's such good audio design. Hello! You are also adorable, though you look like you're a tiny bit angry. The tops of your eyes are slightly flat. I absolutely love the audio design in this game. It's so good. Like, that's part of what sells a good horror game, is really solid audio design. They get the basses just right. The ambient sounds in the background just kind of adds that extra little flair. Something that some horror games, particularly among indie games, just do not seem to get sometimes. This is an indie game. Hello! You have a note for me to read. I know something is following me, but I feel like I'm prancing through the same rooms over and over. Hopefully leaving notes as breadcrumbs will prove I'm making progress in reaching some destination. I just hope I don't run out of ink. I'm dreadfully thirsty. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, so guy wandered in here just kind of like us, you know? Relatable. And turns out there's no food in here. Nothing to drink. Yeah. This is not a place you go to get food. Just putting that out there. You don't come here expecting food. You should have packed some water, bud. Should have packed some water. Hello, little teacup. You should have packed some food, so, you know, some trail mix, and some water. Now this door should be locked. Yup. It's good. It's The way this game's designed, though, like there will be times where you will need to know the layouts of these rooms, and so it's good that it's kind of repetitive right now because it teaches you the layouts of these rooms. And you'll see later why we need to know the layouts of these rooms and be able to get through here quick. Okay. Room 40. Still no notes. Now, if you notice, when we enter a new room, our stamina is already back up to full. So, the act of going through a door apparently revitalizes us. I never quite understood that one myself. But it's nice and convenient in this game. Yeah, there are some that are less cute, like this little zombie guy. You know, you're not as cute as the teacup. Not as cute as the teacup. Just gonna put that out there. Alright, we're coming up on room 50. So far, so good. Doesn't seem too bad, you know? And so, keep that blood pumping! Better ingredients, better pasta. That's the power of Home Depot. Again, very tongue-in-cheek. But this is our save point. So, we have now saved at room 50. And then we go down. So now we're going down, as if we want to go deeper in this creepy mansion, where there's already a lot of dead bodies. I'm thinking I'm just going to go through 100 rooms in each of these videos. Just for reference. So we spawn here. Yep. Yep. I was wondering when we were going to first come across Cat Doss. Alright. So, as you can tell, the deeper into the mansion you go, the creepier things tend to start getting. So we can go ahead and enter. Access Specimen Database. Specimen 1. Cardboard cows, like our little jelly fellow. Type docile, total fatalities 4, method heart attack. A cardboard cutout figure that springs out from the walls, proved not very effective against healthy subjects. But, Specimen 2. So this is where things get creepy. Type active, total fatalities 137, method physical tearing. A mostly semi-solid specter that frequently changes matter states, proved very effective against weaker or slower subjects. Yeah. This is definitely where things get a little creepier. Specimen 3. Type active/in testing. Total fatalities 43, method infectious bites. A test specimen being developed at GL Labs should prove useful when released. Trials have shown it is adequately effective to average subjects. Okay. Specimen 4. Type active, total fatalities 85, method consumption. A 14th century spirit that was contained and relocated here. Tests have yet to reveal origins, but all relevant information has been placed into testing chamber. Proved effective, but not greatly more than previous specimens. So yeah, this is sort of taking some slight inspiration from SCP Foundation. That's one of the things this game is very referential toward. There's a lot of references. And so, yeah. Now, modify house layout. Error. Yeah. Nice try. You're not allowed to modify the house layout. Exit program. Okay. So, that's what we have to look forward to for the next couple specimens. Kind of almost wish we didn't get that until after the first specimen, because then it would have been like a nice surprise, like, oh my god, there's actually scary stuff in this game. And yes, there are. Now, it's not as bad as, like, say, some other horror games. It still stays kind of true-ish to its tongue-in-cheek. Oh, I know what this room is. Okay, I was like, why is there static all of a sudden? I remember this room. Locked. It's an infinite loop room. Yep. Yeah. Thanks for that one, buddy. This was such a surprise that there would be another entry, another actual entry, one I could admire. But then as suddenly as it came, it left. and now you disband. Your influence and inspiration will never leave me. Thank you, buddy. Locked. Gotta keep going. Same note. Yep. It always is. You just gotta keep going until you find the one that's unlocked. I'll admit this room's a bit annoying. Luckily, it doesn't come up too often. Won't say the game's perfect. Still locked. I wish it would be a thing where whichever room that guy jumps out at you at is the one that's unlocked. That would make this a lot better. Still locked. But yeah, so some genuine scares. That was the first genuine jump scare. But it won't be the last. And not everything's a jump scare in the game. That's a good thing to note. It just says jump scare because the most common way you're gonna get scared in the game is by those little cardboard cutouts. Seriously, okay, I'm getting really annoyed here actually. This is longer than usual. There we go. Found it. And our first maze room. So you have to make sure you take the right path. Alright, and if I recall correctly, you take a left, it's a dead end, but there might be a note. There is not. The table sometimes has a note. Now, I've played this game quite a bit before, so I'm fairly familiar with the layout and everything and what to expect, but still. If it's your first time playing, you might get lost in these maze rooms a little bit. This maze room sucks for certain monsters that come up later. Because this doesn't really have any diverging paths, it's just very windy, and that's not good for a couple of the specimens. Now, just because I played this game a lot before does not mean that I will not ever get got in this game by any of the specimens. There's always a possibility. Won't deny that for a second. Alright, room 60. This is the first special room. So we're going slower through the goop. Wonder what the goop's about. Read. Okay. And it's written in red, so that's... I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that's a fancy red wine and not at all blood. Willing to bet. And there he is. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's actually... I'm not used to these controls. I am not used to these controls at all. Yeah. So, our first genuine monster in the game. And he does kind of fly, so that's why we kind of don't like a lot of these windy stuff. Oh, geez, he's actually kind of really catching up. Okay. Now, if you notice, the health resets too, so I'm not too worried. Like, this guy's decently slow and everything like that, so I mean, I'm not too worried. Ugh. Now, this guy here... Oh, God. This way. This way. Oh, God. So many spots that he can fly over. This guy is based off the Glub Glub. I'll find a picture of a Glub Glub and put it in the video. He's loosely based off that idea. You know, floaty green monster, arms sticking out, yeah, teeth everywhere. But he's not very threatening. I mean, he takes a little bit to kind of spawn. We're gonna go upstairs. He takes a little bit to spawn, and he's not overly fast. Like, if you manage your sprint well, you can outrun him. Okay, so the music stopped, and that means he's no longer following us. And that's something that's important to know in this game, is when those types of specimens do these chase sequences, there's always music that comes with them, so once the music stops, they're no longer chasing you. And that's part of what makes the game not that hard, is that you know when the chase ends. And it doesn't... I always expected it to screw with that at some point, and have it still chase you after things are silent, but it never actually did. Which... mild disappointment on that one. Missed opportunity, possibly, but at the same time, consistency is nice. So... Alright. There's some trees out there. And this is a wall of content creators that really helped push the game initially. In its very early days. So nice little... Thank you for that. I totally didn't have a heart attack from that because I was totally not distracted. This toast is unhappy. I'm willing to bet you lost the game I Am Toast. You did not become toast. You were too dirty, too nasty. Stayed on the floor too long. Now Markiplier is the first, like one of the first big content creators that really latched on this game and definitely propelled it to being as successful as it was. Yeah, I banked correctly. There was no note on that table. But for some reason, he's not on that wall. I've never understood why they never put a picture of Markiplier on that wall. Because he definitely helped the game early on with getting out there in people's hands. Now, the one big thing with the game that is important to know is that the original 2D version is free. You can find that like on IndieDB and all that. The HD renovation, though, does cost a few dollars, but A, it's worth it, and B, you're supporting the creators, so like, why not? Alright, I believe this way. Because I don't believe... Nope. I was wrong. I was thinking of the wrong maze room. I was thinking of the previous maze room. I am a silly human. I was trying to avoid the table, thinking that there was still going to be no note. It's just too early for notes. Well, that was ineffective. You jumped out too early, you silly pumpkin. And I have had it before. There's been more than one cardboard cutout that popped out in a single room before. That's always nice. Upstairs. Always upstairs. Downstairs is bad. It's not. It doesn't really matter, but... We're almost done. In fact, at this point... Yep. More of this. He's gonna chase us for the last couple rooms. It's pretty normal. Oh, Mr. Spider. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Is there gonna be a third one? Third cardboard cutout, come on. No? And... elevator. Keep a little pep in your step. No poster there. Alright. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. There's a links down in the description below for all my socials, including my Discord, where you can talk to me about this game or any other. Thank you all. Have a great day.